Howdy ho, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for another Magic the Gathering video, and this time we're gonna try to record Magic Online Judges Open tournament. For those of you who didn't know, I'm also a Magic judge, and once a year, Wizards arranges these free Phantom um, tournaments for judges. And I actually started recording the two previous ones. There's been three this month. But I ran into all kinds of issues that in the end made it so that I didn't actually end up having anything to record or to show you guys. So this is the first one that you'll see. I hope everything goes well. What you hear in the background there is Samuel coughing. Say hey, Samuel. Okay. I don't know if you heard that, but in case you hear something in the background, that's not static. It's just him. He has a cold and he's watching this thing. In case you're wondering, he's the guy who designed that banker's coin card that you may or may not have heard about. A lot of people talked about. All right, let's see what we got. I always like to sort by rarity first, even though this is a phantom, so I don't get anything. And once again, this is like the 1000th seal that I'm doing that I don't get a single mythic, but we do get some good red and black cards. So let's have a look at what red and black has to offer. So we have Necromantic Summons might be good, especially with Kothoped. We got two Undead Servants. If we had three, I might be more interested in. I wonder if Infinite Obliteration actually could be good and sealed. I'm not going to start that. We've got Double Read the Bones, Gablad Assassins, Dark Dabbling, Shambling Ghoul, Kobed, Fedidim. Not bad. And in red we have Javelin. Conjuring could be good with some Enter the Battlefield effects. That's alright. Not great. Gearcraft is great. Brute, Sergeant, Active Treason, Matron Bullies. Okay, better in draft than in sealed. One Infectious Bloodlust. Titan Strengths are okay. Black was a bit underwhelming, except for Kothoped, and Kothoped isn't great, isn't fantastic either. Well, we got one mythic, one of the mythic uncommons, the Sky Snare Spider, so that's cool. Let's see what else we have. Empath might be alright. Force Mage gets better with Renown, guys. Nissa's Pilgrimage is pretty much meh. Elemental Bond is unplayable. Reclaim is bad. Alright, after a nice, easy, interesting looking start, green sort of dried up rather quick, so okay, we got the second mythic uncommon, Sentinel there. That's pretty much, I want to play that no matter what almost. So we got double suppression bonds, we got the totem guide to pick those up. Wait, we got triple suppression bonds. That's Oromancer. I suppose we could think about that. Flare is these. Triple grip. You know what? I saw Blackcaster here, didn't I? So, you know, with all these things, I'm thinking maybe. Okay, Shrouding Mist. This could be good if I had only a slightly more aggressive build. What's up here? Then we have a Claustrophobia, which is okay. Nothing too fantastic there. What do we have here then? Construct Servitor is probably playing that. Valor can be good. Throw Knife I'd probably want to play. Triple Veteran Sidearm, that's just junk. Chief of the Foundry might be okay in some builds. Sentinel is playable. So now the question is here, we definitely want to be white. What's the best color to pair that with? I mean, white red's a thing, but we don't really have any superb combinations there. We have some pump spells. We have some things. Although we have a Crone Sergeant, Brute, Exclusive Firecraft. We actually have some decent things there. Green again had this, and that's about it. If I had more renown guys, Valor and Wardens might be a thing. I wonder if it's worth trying to build a Blightcaster type thing here. I mean, the way it looks right now, I'm thinking white black or white red. And I think it should come down. The way I think that this should work out is it should come down to well, We have removal. We have we can see bombs. Bombs wise, we have Kothoped here. No real bombs here, but removal. As far as removal goes, we have lightning javelin and exquisite firecraft. When it comes to then the regular creatures, it gets pretty evened out here. I suppose we could do return centaur. I don't to mill one of these guys. I just don't see that being very good. Well. Let's lay out the red-white first and have a look at that. Or actually, no. Let's have a look at the white-black curve. We got 15 minutes to go here, so got Anointer. We got Imp, Ghoul, and Callblade to go with our Lieutenant. The Lieutenant is tough to share a spot with anyone. It's double white, it's hard to cast, but worth having it. Throwing Knife and Servitor. So the way this would play out, this is 23 right here. And that's with me playing Necromantic Summons. We've got triple suppression bonds on the Blightcaster. Got Oromancer to bring back something. And then we have the win condition, so to speak. And the idea here is one thing to think about here is that one of our key targets for the summons would be to bring back the Sentinel if they were able to deal with it, or possibly Kothoped. Read the bones to draw cards. 2 drops to keep to hold the fort in the beginning. And this to fetch auras. I mean, it just seems like there's so little, aside from the 2 bombs, there's very little going on here. I mean, I could very easily be run over by an early thing. I mean, an Anointer really doesn't combo well with a non-aggressive control strategy. And I just don't know. Blightcaster and suppression bond, sure, that's a thing. Dark dabbling, they're just wonder if I should play these then instead of something else. Return Center would do a good job stopping their offense until I could play my big threats. Might like take out, feels weird, but might take out Anointer since I don't have that much aggressive game. All right, well that's the black version. So let's have a look at red to go with this thing. So then we put in these things. All right, that's also 23 cards. So here we'd get Bully and Dragon Fodder. So Bully goes better with Anointer. We'd also get Sergeant, which goes better with Anointer. And we get Brute, which gets better with Anointer. Gerber Griefrafter, which is the good value card. Act of Treason is kind of a weird fit right here. As in, it might not be a fit at all. It might not fit in. Firefiend Elemental. Javelin. So we lose out on the card draw in the form of Read the Bones. And I might actually play a second Titan Strength to have some card filtering instead of Act of Treason. Although Act of Treason could come in. Is there anything that's worth... the only thing I have is the Gearcrafter, who has a good Enter the Battlefield ability. So this is a more creature heavy version, but it also has 2 more removal spells. If we don't count the Blightcaster as a sort of synergistic removal. So what would the plan here be? I mean, it would be to curve out with playing a 2-drop, 3-drop suppression bonds, and then finishing off with the Sentinel. I mean, I basically This perhaps is a slightly better build for dealing with an aggressive early thing. I have suppression bonds to take care of difficult things, and even planeswalkers. Actually, I can deal with all planeswalkers. I can deal with most types of threats. Celestial Flare can deal with Gaia's Revenge. Yeah, I wonder if I should this guy throw in this guy instead of say Auramancer, because I mean, the thing with suppression bonds is in most cases they're not going to be put in the grave. I'm not going to mill them or anything, and they'll usually stay on the battlefield until the end, unless they sack them. So Auramancer could be maybe a sideboard option, and putting in another evasive flyer could be a good idea to do both here and then if I'm playing a sort of more controller build with tons of removal, I could see switching to black and playing Necromantic Summons and Gothoped and things. Avlat Assassin. Because sort of my default... The way my sort of default approach to this is to go with the more aggressively themed. Although you can't say that's an aggressive deck when your plan is like triple bonds, javelin, firecraft, heartbeast, no token free blades. I guess that's the big question here. How do I deal with a turn 2 with token free blade here? Well, Celestial Flare, Lieutenant, Fodder Bully, Servidor. That's how I deal with it. Now Active Treason's in there, so should I just change this to a second Titan Strength? Only 12 creatures. I don't have any sack outlets. I don't have a sack outlet in black either. So I feel like red-white's the sort of natural place to start here. Get a guy down, get a few guys down. Bully can be real nice with Anointer, and then I have 3 tricks and a few pieces of removal. Should be able to get in a good amount. Yeah, and if not, is there anything in the other colors worth splashing for? I wouldn't say that we have anything in green. We don't need Foundry. Anchor to the Ether is a nice removal, but it's just not anything I'm needing in this strategy. Amprint Tactician instead of the second Titan Strength. Now there's a thought. It's a 3/3 for 4 already, and sometimes the boost can be relevant. I feel like with a low creature count like what we have, the sort of the additional body is relevant, even though a lot of times we're just not going to see any real effect from its pump effect. I think the Titan Strength is the thing to cut here. Maturing Bully is a 2-drop. You just can't cut 2-drops right now, I don't think. And everything else has its place here. Not counting the Elemental. I know it can be lackluster at some point, but we need the body here, and it's a 3/2 for 4, or sometimes it just comes in on curve, or sometimes I just have the removal and the following turn or something to make it decent. Alright. You could have a... Oh! Rogue's Passage. How good is this in our deck? I mean, it's a fine way to sneak in the last damage from Sentinel or... Sentinel. Sentinel and Sentinel. It's a double Sentinel deck. That's something. So I could play that and then play like, I feel like I want to play like one more plains than mountain. So we have 2 double white spells. This is fine to cast later on. I could actually group creatures separately here and take a look at how this turns out. And this means that we don't often want to play this. We could move these up to like turn 6. Whoop. 5 minutes left, so put this here on 5. This is actually a creature. Throwing knife might be played on 2 a lot of times. We can put this here. Let's see what the sort of this curve looks like when I move my spells to be later on. It's not great, but it's okay. And Rogue's Passage. Not really sure if this is a Rogue's Passage type of deck. But then again, is there what deck isn't a Rogue's Passage type of deck? I mean, I guess the really aggressive one. This is more like one that controls and then allows your guy to start getting through in the end, like big guy. I don't know. Let's see what Magic suggests. They suggest 9-8. I could play 9-7 Rogue's Passage. And yep. Or you just can play 9-8, no Rogue's Passage. I don't really feel like this is a Rogue's Passage type of deck, but on the other hand, maybe it is. It's a way to make things unblockable. So I could go 8-8 Passage. Question is here: do I want Rogue Mage Ring Bully, or do I want Bonded Construct? I think I'm going to start with Bully and see how it does. And as I said before, I have a black sideboard option that can come in. The question is, what kind of deck do I need? The black gives me Necromantic Summons. It gives me Read the Bones, Cuthbert. So I feel like against a slower deck that sort of is too hard for me to handle with this version, or a very removal heavy deck, and Returned Centaur, Necromantic Summons, those work well together as well. I could see that working out. Or starting with white-red. It's fine. And if we need to bring in Big Koth Uphead, then we will. Infinite Obliteration for some card we just can't beat. Decent 2-drops. I mean, Imp, Ghoul, Gallblade. It's nice. So they're decent cards. Right now, I wanna start out with being able to try these things out. See how it goes. All right, that's it. I'll bring you back for game 1.